Good morning and welcome to this segment of Consumer Thursdays. We're very fortunate to have with us this morning Ms. Karen Dickson, Assistant Vice President with First Mid Bank and Trust, and a leader in community engagement, a leader in mortgage lending, and one of the quotes I understand that she says she dares to make a difference. And we're so grateful for that because she dares to make a difference within our community, especially when it comes to seniors and children. She works tirelessly as a community advocate and community engagement to assist residents in meeting their financial goals and financial needs throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. With that, good morning, Ms. Dickson.
Good
And,
morning, Mr. Robnett. Thank you
and
for having me.
George, please. It is a pleasure to have you with us this morning. Um, and tell us a little bit about your services and those of First Mid Bank and Trust, I should say, of St. Louis. I was a little amazed at doing some research, and it said that they have been providing services in the St. Louis metropolitan area, and you correct me if I'm wrong, since 1865.
Oh, so yes, we are First Mid Bank and Trust.
Okay.
And so we were, so historically, they are headquartered out of Mattoon, Illinois.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then we were acquired by, so we were Providence Bank and we were acquired by First Mid in 2021, I believe.
Gotcha. Hmm.
And we do have 18 branches
Hmm.
in the Missouri area that is a spanned over 13 cities.
Wow.
That encompasses 13 cities.
Okay.
So for the St. Louis area, we have several locations that are South City, Creve Coeur, Lake St. Louis, um, Southfield, which is South County,
Hmm.
Clayton, Fenton, Eureka, I'm sorry, Eureka. And then we also have locations in St. Charles, St. Peters,
Oh,
and
fantastic.
O'Fallon.
So you're widespread throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area with what you said, 13? There's 13 actual branches?
Well, it's 18
18,
branches
18
over
branches.
13
Gotcha.
cities,
Over 13
because
cities.
we also encompass, we cover um, Jefferson
Hmm.
City and Columbia
Oh, wow.
as well.
Okay.
And then we have one in Osage Beach as
Okay.
well. But we have 81 branches that spans over 4 states, which is Illinois, Missouri, Wisconsin, and Iowa as well.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And thank you for that information. The products and services. So some of the products and services are, I understand, personal banking, personal savings, of course, mortgage lending and banking and commercial lending as well. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a great home improvement product.
Okay.
It is called the HEAP loan. It's a home enhancement assistance program.
Yes.
It is a $10,000 loan with an interest rate of 1.99.
Wow.
It's for 5 years.
Did you say $10,000 at 1.99%?
I said $10,000 at 1.99. That is
Wow.
unheard of in this market.
That is unheard of. I know the Federal Reserve has recently lowered interest rates, but that's lower. That's that's lower than what the Federal Reserve has indicated the rates should be, and that's lower than inflation.
Absolutely. We have had this product for the last 2 years,
Okay.
and it has worked well. And it is a great product if you want to do some enhancements or if you need repairs.
Yes.
That is the product at a very low interest rate
And that's $10,000 home improvement loan at 1.99% for a term of 5 years.
for the term of 5 years. It has to be
Wow.
your primary home. It
Yes.
has to be owner occupied.
Uh-huh. Okay. Wow. That's a
Yeah,
fantastic product. I mean, that's a
it's an
product that,
amazing product.
yeah, that's an amazing product that I'm sure, I hope that people are definitely taking advantage of. Anybody who needs a home improvement loan or, I think about it, that's even lower interest rate than a lot of the utility companies are offering on some of their rebate programs. So,
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely, it is.
so so that's an amazing product that people can take advantage of and utilize to make some home improvements. Being a homeowner myself, and I can assure you there, and friend of mine, we always talk about it. There's always something that needs to be done. Uh, you never quite catch up unless you have brand new construction, you never quite catch up on home maintenance and home repairs. It's just an ongoing thing of life. So I would hope, well, as you indicated, it's an amazing product, and I know that people are taking advantage of those programs themselves. Uh,
Yes, we would love for more people to take advantage of the product.
well, I'm glad we're here, and I'm glad we're able to talk about it. I'm glad we're able to give people the opportunity to be knowledgeable of this product. I mean, other than being a homeowner, primary place of residency, are there any other basic requirements that one would need to meet in order to be eligible for that product?
You would have to have income.
Okay.
And we look at each application
Hmm.
um, and to make sure that
Yeah,
there is the ability to
to pay back.
pay the loan back.
Sure,
But
sure.
it's a loan that is really just it's been a great product for us. We
Hmm.
would love for more people to take advantage of the product as well, though.
Well, I hope that some people can take advantage of that program. I've been talking with a lot of people who were impacted by the tornado of last year, and one of the things I've learned from them is a lot of them, they're solid with their insurance. Their insurance coverage is covering the basic repairs required as a result of the storm. But a lot of people are making home improvements over and above what their insurance are mandated or what their house, what's really needed. They see this as an opportunity to do some additional improvements on their home or some additional upgrades. So maybe even some of those people who were impacted by that storm could take advantage of that product as well if they see that it is worthy, that they want to make some improvements over and above what was caused or the major causes of the tornado of 2025. We're still talking with people, like I say, almost on a daily basis about issues and concerns that they may have had with that storm. And this is a product that I can tell them that if they want to make some home improvements over and above what their insurance coverage would be, there's a possibility they could contact you or contact First Mid and find out about that particular product. Uh, we find a lot of being a real estate guy myself for let's just say a long time. I won't tell you when I got my broker's license. It
It's
was
okay.
it was a long time ago. But that is one thing, I definitely believe in generational wealth. I think that it allows people, to pass down real estate, and that's something that I hope that this allows, particularly some of our seniors to do, because sometimes, when seniors are on a fixed income, their ability to replace that furnace or replace that air conditioning unit can be outside of their financial savings or realm. But this is an opportunity because they do have some income to make those repairs or improvements to their home. Do you find that's the case with some of the people that you work with?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I did have one senior that took advantage of the program.
Fantastic.
This was before the tornado,
Okay.
and she just had a lot of repairs that were unattended
Yes.
for years. And so she was able to take advantage of the product,
Hmm.
and it's under $200 a
Wow.
month. And
Wow.
so she was able to get her roof repaired.
Yeah.
She was able to get it was an older home, so it had plaster and the
Right.
walls were cracking. She was able to do some of those things to make her home more secure.
Fantastic. I mean, that's what I like to see. I like to see people, particularly our seniors, age in place, if that's what they desire to do. And I'm so happy to know that one of the areas of focus that you work in is with children and with seniors. So the ability for an individual to age in place is outstanding. I mean, because
Yes.
that promotes a possibility of generational wealth in the pass down of a home to the next generation. And I mean, I know of people who have been able to do that, and over the years have been basically debt free from a mortgage and or due to the fact that they were able to, receive as a beneficiary real estate. And so it's a tremendous opportunity for people, and I hope that more and more people will take advantage of it. I hope that this outlet would share with people or let people know about that particular product because if I'm not mistaken, you just said the payment's less than 200 a month.
Absolutely.
Wow. I may need to submit an application myself.
Hey,
Uh,
I will take care of you.
I appreciate you. But that's a fantastic opportunity. Let me know about any other products or services that First Mid Bank and Trust is doing right now that will look forward to benefit the community, consumers. Excuse me. Mhm.
Yes, so we are a full service financial
Okay.
institution. So we offer an array of products, personal checking accounts. We
Mhm.
have commercial accounts that would benefit your large commercial companies as well as small business. We also have an insurance company
Okay.
that offers senior solutions.
Wow.
Um, we can look at your current life insurance if you have
Mhm.
it to see if that's the best product for you. And we
Okay.
can look over that for you. And then we also offer health insurance,
Yeah.
personal insurance for auto, for home, renter's insurance, which is really, really important. And I wish I was able to kind of get to some of that area that was hit by the tornado because a lot of the tenants were renters and they didn't have rental insurance.
Yours,
And
right.
rental insurance is one of those things where people, I think, some of it is that they don't know it exists, and
Right.
then sometimes they don't think that they need it until they need it. So it's better to have it and not need it than to not have it and need it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Having children who have been renters, I understand that, and I have promoted that to my own children. And I like the fact that the
Absolutely.
personal banking and things like that, because payday lending, many people still using the payday loans and payday lending franchises or facilities around the city. And it's just discouraging to me when I hear about what people are paying to cash a check or do things like that. And I suggest to everybody look at opening an account with First Mid or other financial institutions and can be able to control their finances because you'll be amazed from my experience, and you tell me if I'm wrong, to control your budget, your experience, and expenses when you have a personal banking account and the relationship you build with the bank, in case you do need to come in and obtain one of those home improvement loans. Mhm.
Absolutely. Those are things that we talk about in our financial wellness
Yeah.
conversations with our customer base and our potential customer base. So if you come into one of our branches, you're going to sit down and we are going to have a financial wellness conversation with you
Wow. Okay.
just to kind of see where you are
Right.
in your journey. And then what I think a lot of people don't understand what your checking account looked like when you were 20 versus when you were 50 or
Yeah.
60 is going to be different.
Yes.
And so I always encourage everyone to assess their checking account to make sure that they have the best checking account at the time because you may have had this checking account when you were 19 years old
Right.
and you're 30 now. Well, your needs were different when you were 19 versus 30. At 19, you didn't have the family, you didn't have the children, you didn't have the
Right,
marriage, you didn't have the
right,
auto, you didn't have the home,
right,
or even maybe you didn't have an apartment,
right.
so, and maybe you were getting financial assistance to go to school, those things are different. And within that financial wellness conversation is where all those things come out and we can kind of chart your path for
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I wish I'd have known about that because at 20 I was broke, but
you.
uh,
I think at 20, we all were broke.
but I had a bank account. I had a bank account. My father had opened me a bank account probably when I was 16 years old.
Yes,
But I was fortunate. But yeah, but as you indicated, life changes,
yeah,
responsibilities change, so people's needs and resources change. So it's definitely needed. The Federal Reserve is lowering interest rates. How is that impacting people's ability to borrow? I see, you got a product at 1.99%, so it's really beneficial. I mean, that's almost free. But does financial institutions see the lowering of interest rates in the near future to your knowledge? Or, I mean, because some of the products, I mean, the average home now is $400,000, new home. The average car is 50,000, new car is $50,000. So things have drastically increased in cost and price. And of course, people's ability to afford things when you look at groceries and cars, et cetera. And I'll say this, I'm kind of happy to be at the stage of life that I am. I look at my son and my daughter, and I just say, well, I don't know how you afford it.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
I think that I think we will be okay if we have the education and if we plan. And it depends on each individual's um, what they have set for their life.
Well,
So some,
that's not to cut you off, and I apologize, but that's what so impressed me about what you offer in the financial wellness.
absolutely,
And when you person comes into your financial institution, one of the branches and one thing they look at is financial wellness. And
absolutely,
somebody to sit down and say, well, look, this is where you are. This is where you can look at going or consider being in the future. I mean, I think that's a fantastic service that you provide to individuals, families, et cetera, throughout the metropolitan area, throughout your service territory. Because that's as a financial literacy is not something that is taught in many homes.
true.
Yeah,
It has gotten better.
yeah,
We just didn't have those concessions when, years ago.
right,
It was just it was kind of a thing where your parents took care of the bills and you took
right,
care of your schooling.
right.
Now that we are incorporating early on, it gives our children the opportunity to be financially empowered at an early age.
Fantastic. Okay. Again, Ms. Dixon, Karen, on behalf on behalf of Consumer Council of Missouri, we sincerely appreciate the opportunity to talk with you this morning and be a part of Consumers Thursdays. If you've got anything else to add or anything you want to share with us, but I want to emphasize they've got a home improvement product. They got a home improvement product, and Karen Dickson is the contact person for that home improvement project. And she will be more than happy to work with you and service you and hopefully help you with those home improvement things that, some of us tend to sit on the back of the burner for a year or so. So she's there to assist you with that. Because I think that's just a fabulous product, and I've not heard of any other body offering a product at that interest rate. So, and with those terms. So I encourage you to contact and reach out to Ms. Karen Dickson with First Mid Bank and Trust. Karen, you have anything else you want to add to our conversation today?
I just want to thank you for having First Mid Bank and Trust. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Even if you do not bank with us, I am more than happy to help you and help guide you and have the best financial track for yourself. And I just want to say thank you again for having me here. And First Mid Bank and Trust is here for anyone that has any questions or concerns.
Great, fantastic. And with that, we'll close and thank you again, Karen Dixon. We look forward to having you on a future episode of Consumer Thursdays. Our objective is to provide the consumer with as much information, products, and services are available to them, particularly those with the 1.99% interest rate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Or better. So with that, we'll close and thank you so much and hope you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.